Hey, what is up, folk? Today is a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency warning signal. So let's get right into this. I'm making this video because I see a pretty important decision point in the short term for Bitcoin and the crypto markets as we are heading up towards this previous resistance again from here and here. We've got a couple patterns starting to form, but really we have to have a few things occur before we have confidence in these patterns. So the first pattern that I want to point out is this cup and handle pattern. As you can see, we've got the cup right here and the handle right here. The only issue with this pattern is that the handle has not completely formed yet. We need to get up closer to the resistance on this side before we have confidence in that pattern. And even then, it doesn't actually trigger until that major resistance at 4287 with Bitcoin is broken. So you guys, the main thing is we have a bearish engulfing candlestick right here. This is a huge bearish engulfing candlestick and rejected quite significantly off that resistance. So it's a pretty important point for Bitcoin right now. We need to hold between the 37 range and the 34 level. These are going to be your two main support levels to hold on the short-term trend on the upside here. If this medium line fails at around 3729, you guys, that's going to look pretty bad for the bulls on the short term. So I want you to be aware of these levels before anything actually happens. Now, on the other hand, we could easily push up towards this resistance again, break out, confirming that cup and handle pattern, and you can actually do a measured move because we have two trading patterns here. We have an Adam and Eve pattern and a cup and handle pattern. So let's measure the Adam and Eve and put it at the top where the point would break out. And as you can see, that would take us all the way back up to this level right here, pretty close to the previous support level that we were watching at 6,092. Not quite, just a little over halfway there, but that's still a lot of upside momentum. So what do? How do you play this? What side of the market should you be on? Honestly, you really shouldn't be taking tons of positions until you get a confirmation either way. We're pretty close to this support level that if it fails, then we're likely to see the next support level tested. And we're not that far away from this resistance level that if it breaks out, then we're likely to push quite a bit higher up into the 5,300 and above range. So it's really just about waiting out on the market. Everybody always wants to be in a trade 24/7, be in a trade, be in a trade, be in a trade, be in a trade. That's really not the way that you make money in crypto. That's not the way that you make money in the stock market. The real way to make money is to wait until the odds are in your favor, and the odds are not really in either people's favor until we can actually get above this resistance level or actually fail this support level. So why did I title this as a warning? Well, if the support actually fails, we can do another measured move because this would be a double top formation, a top here and a top here, at the point that the support would break. And that would take us down to the 2,500 level and even potentially all the way down to this lowest support down here. So that's pretty good risk to reward for both the upside at a breakout and the downside at a breakout or a support failure. What does this mean? This means that the volatility is about to increase significantly in Bitcoin in the crypto space. And Ethereum and most of the altcoins are setting up with this same exact pattern. Obviously, Litecoin and EOS broke above, so they don't have the exact same characteristics, but Ethereum sure does have a nice cup and handle pattern right here. And it also did an Adam and Eve bottom with an upside target that would take us back up to these major resistance levels at 246. And a downside target that would make us lose about $100 in value on Ethereum, taking you all the way down to $46 per ETH. So this $100 support level is very key for Ethereum. There is a few things that are showing more confidence in the bulls than the bears though, And one of those things is this huge divergence that we have from this low that happened in February all the way to this low that happened in December. And then the divergence on the MACD, we can link this low and then this low. And as you can see, we made a lower low in price and a higher low with the MACD. So that technically is bullish divergence on the 2-day time frame. And we did get a bullish pin hammer candle and another one that's forming currently. So if this one closes along with that one, that does give me some more confidence that we will reach this resistance level again. But until it's actually broken, I'm not going to jump the gun on this move breaking out. But the real strategy right now is to just not jump the gun and take lots of positions until we either get that support failure or that resistance breakout. Let's see what's good with the top mover of the day, which is Raven Coin, up 30% currently. Raven Coin has been moving in a horizontal channel for quite some time now, and it seemed to have picked up a lot of momentum and volume headed up towards this major resistance. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if we do shoot above this major resistance for Raven and start making new all-time highs versus the Bitcoin market, because I will like to point out that the US dollar market has not actually gotten that close to its major resistance yet and has a ways to go before it would be breaking a technical all-time high versus the dollar. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see a nice uptrend and even a little cup and handle pattern right here that formed before it shot up higher. But overall, this still looks like it's in its 3-wave. This would be a nice 1, 2. This is going to be 3 somewhere. It'll top out on the 3. Then we'll have a retrace 4 and completion of a 5th. That looks to be like the most accurate Elliott wave count out of this move. You can see the subwaves in the 3-wave to confirm that with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th wave. So we're just kind of watching for some type of topping structure here for it to drop down for 4 before it can push a little bit higher on that 5th. One other thing I want to point out is that although the relative volume is pretty high right now, as far as market capitalization goes, this coin is 52 in market cap and HT is 53 in market cap, and that coin is doing 100 million in 24-hour volume, where Raven is about half that. So it could exceed the current volume that we're seeing now, and more volume coming into that market, anywhere near the 100 million, would show more strength. Total market cap is actually breaking out of this downtrending resistance line that we drew, but we have to watch it really careful because we actually need a couple points to be hit before we can confirm that this line is valid. So I'm going to go ahead and move this line up to where the prices are now. If we get a rejection off this area currently, then we'll know that this downtrending resistance line is still valid and will need to be broken above. Either way, we're starting to get back up to this major resistance zone, and if we can push up through it, then we're going to have a lot of strength on the short term for the total market cap. The main support level to watch, though, is going to be the $124 billion level. If that fails, we're going to be watching the $111 billion level. And if that fails, I would be expecting a new low in the total market cap as a high probability outcome. Anyways, you guys, be safe out there. Make sure that you're smart and intelligent with your positions. Wait for support failures or breakouts of resistance before jumping the gun on any positions. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. Go ahead and smash up that like button. Follow me on social media in the links below, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. As always, stay profitable out there.